Chaos broke out today in Rec Room as Kid Awesome has attempted to create a live event in Rec Room. As you know, August 8th, or today, marks the 9th anniversary of the popular game series FNAF. However, as you'll see in next slide, an empty room. Absolutely no one came to the theater. It was completely empty. No one arrived. Chaos had broken out. He had spent all that time preparing for that one event, had it marked on his calendar for 3 weeks, only to find out that it was going to go horribly. Do you see this face, viewers? This is the face of a defeated man with a dream that became a nightmare. Once hopeful and free and full of dreams, Kid Awesome tried his best to make this very YouTube channel and company. Unfortunately, though, it was not meant to be. So the chaos broke out. Only 2 people arrived, 1 person, and seeing as waiting half an hour, he got too impatient, he decided to start the event and do the whole thing for that 1 person who actually showed up. And another person actually showed up to the event as well. However, he showed up about halfway through the event, so he missed the musical numbers and the embarrassment that was the comedy act. That only involved 1 single terrible dad joke. This here was a series of costumes that Kid Awesome had created to celebrate the 9th anniversary of FNAF. He had all these costumes set up. This was merely Wave 1 in what Kid Awesome hoped to have been a series of FNAF costumes that have been recolored and rebranded. For example, first, there was the Cyberpunk Coffin, Dark Metallic Shadow Foxy, Donald Duck Endoskeleton, Undertale Lefty, modeled to look more like Sans, and of course, the Grogu Bonnie, designed to look almost identical to Grogu from the Star Wars The Mandalorian series. Kid Awesome had tried so hard to make this series work and sell it. He was hoping to sell what he referred to as the one, the only, anniversary collection. This was meant to be a collection of costumes in order to celebrate the 9th anniversary. This was merely Wave 1 of what he hoped to have been a series. He claimed at the end of the event that Wave 2 was still in the works and would go out to the public eventually. But, unfortunately, that could not happen. In other news, time travel, now possible in Rec Room. Kid Awesome had also built this very convoluted time machine all by himself, and he referred to as the TDTD. Now, Kid Awesome, what does TDTD stand for? Well, it's simple, Bob. TDTD is the Temporal Dimensional Travel Device, or the TDTD for short. That's great. Now, will you show us how your machine works, Kid Awesome? I'd be more than happy to. So as you can see, first we hit the on button and wait for it to finish speaking.
Booting up nuclear reactor. Converting power lines. Flux capacitor active. Portal generator online. TDTD ready for time travel. Have a nice day, sir.
Why, thank you. And now that we're finished, you press the Set Version button, and you put in any timeline. Say if I wanted to go to 1989, in this case. Then all I would need to do is hit the orange lever and the warp button. As you can see, this machine is very loud, but also gets you to wherever you need to go in space and time. The TDTD is the optimal time-traveling device. Well, the temporal dimensional travel device. And now, back to you, Bob, at the studio. Thank you, Kid Awesome. Now then, now that we're done with all that, time to get back to other news. This news bulletin has been brought to you by KA Communication in association with Livco. Thank you all for watching. I've been your host, Anchorman Kid Awesome. Like always, keep being awesome, and tune in next time for another news bulletin. Now, Margaret, get me a coffee already, for crying out loud. I'm not going to tell you again.
This message was actually brought to you by Demolition Industries. By yours truly, Dr. Demolition. Kid Awesome still kidnapped. Ha ha ha.